So guys, this is the part 2 of the how the elite police force RAB terrorizes the people of Bangladesh. Yeah, if you didn't saw the first video, watch it, then watch this video. This is reaction video and awareness. I would give my opinion too. Yeah, second part.
The phone call, our sources, and the data paint a bleak portrayal of RAB's crimes, which begs the question: why isn't anyone putting a stop to it?
Not just the current Bangladesh government, but all of Bangladesh governments in power during the existence of the RAB have been quiet and have never been willing to acknowledge these concerns about human rights violations within the RAB. The fact that the government has been unwilling to acknowledge that there's a problem, or even that there needs to be an investigation, that to me suggests that the government has something to hide.
And the government in Bangladesh means Sheikh Hasina. She's the head of the Awami League, and for the last 14 years, the prime minister. Under her rule, RAB has been accused not only of staged shootouts,
She said the government of Bangladesh means Sheikh Hasina.
but also more covert operations, such as abductions and torture. The Ministry of Home Affairs told us that, according to their investigations, the allegation made appears not to be authentic. Back in the capital Dhaka, we are meeting someone who blames the government for RAB's crimes.
RAB picked up my brother, and 10 years he's missing.
This is Sanjida Islam Tuli, the spokesperson of an association of families whose fathers, brothers, and husbands were taken by RAB. It's called Maya Dak, Mother's Call.
I was the younger one. Anyway, I'm going, he used to hold my hand. No, I couldn't do. That gives me that I couldn't do anything. I still couldn't find him. What is happening with him? So I will, till my last breath, whatever happens, I'll fight for that.
They often meet and hold rallies, determined to pressure the government to act.
Law enforcement
They are using law enforcement agencies, RAB, and the detective branch of the police to harass these families.
আজকে 8 বছর ধরে আমার বাবা নিখোঁজ। আমি আমার বাবাকে একবারও দেখিনি। রাস্তায় রাস্তায় খাড়াইতে হয়। শেখ হাসিনা আন্টির কাছে কতবার বলছি, কিন্তু শেখ হাসিনা আন্টি আমাকে কিছুই আমাদের বলে না।
Oh man, I was good to him for laughing, but she literally says Sheikh Hasina is her auntie. Why she's calling Sheikh Hasina auntie? The fuck?
Just like Sanjida's brother, many of those abducted were local activists for BNP, Bangladesh's main opposition party, and were picked up in the run-up to the 2014 and 2018 elections. This seems to align with what the whistleblowers claim. RAB acts on government orders.
The engagement decision for any political target would come at the very least from the Ministry of Home Affairs.
You had to get clearance from the Home Ministry before doing a shootout.
If the Home Minister gave such an order, it is highly unlikely that the Prime Minister of Bangladesh didn't know about it.
They also carry a somber message.
This interview is a message for those who are waiting for their beloved ones to return. If they have been gone for a year or two, then the chance that they will return alive is 1%.
Okay, so my mom came and disturbed me by fuck them, fuck her.
And less than 1%.
The Ministry of Home Affairs dismissed the allegations of political involvement as malafide and politically motivated. We had to cut our meeting with Sanjida Islam short.
This stall, they were standing on this stall, the two person.
Several men, some in uniform, were approaching her house. We left with a different car to divert their attention.
It's to the embassy for. Then I told them to lock the door. They are trying to gather, I think, in front of the house.
We don't know if we had been followed or not, but it wouldn't be anything unusual for Sanjida, just a taste of the continuous harassment she and her friends are facing. These families live hoping to see their loved ones again, not knowing what happens after RAB knocks at your door. But we also talked with someone who knows it very well.
That night I cannot forget it, like that knock on my door, that opening the handle and getting punched on the face. I cannot forget this kind of thing.
This is Nafis Mohammed Alam. He was arrested on November 3rd, 2021, as this news report shows. He was accused of illegally selling alcohol, a controlled substance in Bangladesh. We filmed the building where he says he was taken after his arrest.
So this is the front view of the RAB headquarters. So in the first ground floor, in the right corner, there is a torture cell. This is the entry of this cell. Once you enter it, this is an open space. There is a chair and there is a hook to hang you up. I was getting horrified, like what kind of place is this? And like when I was taken to the cells, I could saw that this is a very well organized and managed torture room. Like there, all the handcuffs are hanging in the wall. There are lots of like baseball bat and lots of things to beat people up. Lots of things that you could see in movies that are used to torture people.
There is a hidden sound system in every room.
Hidden sound system.
These sounds are also used to create psychological trauma.
We identified one of the sounds played in the cells. For the next 36 hours, Alam says he was tortured, and tortured by one person specifically.
Major Navid Kaiser.
So this is the
Navid Kaiser is considered one of RAB's torturers. We confronted him with the allegations, but he did not respond.
Navid Kaiser.
Sorry,
Navid Kaiser is a bit arrogant.
A lot because I'm reacting. So yeah, I'm pretty much shook. So yeah, I'm reacting with full sense. Yeah.
I'm not aware of anyone who has a good relationship with him.
Alam says that his torturer asked the journalists not to film his face, but with this screenshot, we identified him. Up there in the corner. That proves that he was there.
Another thing is they also had a PlayStation in that room and a TV. So when I was getting beaten, Navid Kaiser was playing Just Cause 3 on the PlayStation.
No,
He instructed them to put the hook.
but terrifying. So when he was getting tortured and beaten, they were playing games, like PS4.
On my leg, in the handcuff of my leg, and Navid Kaiser pressed a switch, and the hook was like pulling me up.
He says he was beaten and given electric shocks. But his life was spared. RAB filed charges against him and handed him over to the police. He was imprisoned, still bearing the wounds of torture, unsure of what lay ahead, when on December 10th, 2021, at the stroke of 7 p.m., unexpected news brightened his day.
The US has announced new sanctions against a dozen officials of foreign governments for their alleged roles in human rights abuse.
Sanctions against dozens of people and entities tied to China, Bangladesh.
Against individuals associated with the police force in Bangladesh accused of extrajudicial killings.
You have no idea, like people in the jail and the prisoners were like shouting with joy. They were like beating the steel plates with each other. The floors were getting like shouts of joy. Like everyone out there was so happy.
Despite providing it with training and equipment for many years, the U.S. had imposed sanctions on RAB for their involvement in a gross violation of human rights, namely the extrajudicial killing of Akramul Haq. The effect was remarkable. Almost immediately, the number of killings went down. What's more, many Bangladeshis welcomed them as the first sign of a long-awaited reckoning for a force that has wielded power with near impunity.
And even though you cannot say anything against them in Bangladesh, the other countries in the world are they are concerned that these things are going on.
It was really a light at the end of the tunnel for us.
But impunity remains pervasive. For as important as the sanctions were, they only targeted 7 high-ranking officials by name. Countless others got away with literally murder, abductions, and torture. Remember this face? Navid Kaiser, one of RAB's alleged torturers, was not included in the sanctions list. In fact, he was given extra responsibilities. Those we identified who were present at Hawk's murder were also not on the list. And the man who lured him into the trap was even awarded a lucrative posting as a UN peacekeeper.
As far as I know, everyone has gone on a peacekeeping mission after serving in RAB.
And even though the number of killings went down after the sanctions, RAB is still committing crimes. With general elections scheduled to take place by early next year, they could become even more dangerous.
Before any national election, the human rights situation in Bangladesh deteriorates. From our experience of the last 3, especially the last 2 elections, there are enough reasons to believe that those in power will try to stay in power by any means.
In big part to fight terrorism, but it's now itself terrorizing many in Bangladesh.
These types of entities, unfortunately, tend to be hardwired for the use of violence, in great part because they do enjoy impunity.
Evidence suggests not only that RAB uses its special powers and tools to circumvent the court system and commit crimes, but also that the force itself is used as a political tool.
I'm blaming government for utilizing them in a wrong way, for utilizing them to kill general people of Bangladesh, to abduct and torture them, to maintain their power.
While these accusations are not new, our investigation and the unprecedented testimony of 2 RAB insiders make them harder to ignore.
That is what makes these so important. The fact that these testimonies come from the inside, from those that know exactly what has been going on the inside, there's going to be a lot more questions now.
And one question in particular, what could be done to put an end to RAB's crimes?
Everyone who is responsible needs to be identified and be placed on the sanctions list. If it means targeting the highest level of the state, it needs to be done too.
They should be eliminated. There should not be any such kind of organization in a country like Bangladesh.
Oh, I guess the reaction video is sent. I think the video is sent. The documentary was amazing. It exposed a lot of things. It was so emotional. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, subscribe the video. It was really amazing. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who was a part of making this video. Bye. Oh, what? I couldn't see it. Bye.